In our last video, we demonstrated how seatbelts and child passenger safety seats affect children when not used or installed properly. If you missed that episode, check it out on our Facebook. It's at Facebook/Injury Prevention Resources or on our website, www.iprwyoming.org. Or you can find that information on our YouTube channel. So this week, we want to drill down into kids and seatbelts in a vehicle and how it works together. We also want to talk about what happens when kids sit on the parent's lap in a vehicle. For those that have been following our virtual traffic safety sessions, you will remember that physics play a huge role in the importance of seatbelts. For those of you who haven't been following, let's talk about crash force dynamics real quick so you can be caught up to speed. It's a very simple equation. You just take your weight and multiply it by the speed you are traveling. For example, for those who only weigh 100 pounds and are driving 60 miles per hour, you would multiply 100 times 60. The answer is how much force you are traveling with. In this instance, you are traveling with 6,000 pounds of force. If you are not buckled, you become a projectile crashing into your passengers. Here in Wyoming, we have a huge problem with parents holding their babies or toddlers on their laps while traveling in a vehicle, or allowing kids to unbuckle and bounce around the back of a vehicle while it's traveling. We want to make sure that we apply that to a child passenger. So let's use the average weight of a 2-year-old at 25 pounds. Say you're driving across town at 30 miles an hour. If your baby is sitting on your lap and you crash, the child is now moving with 750 pounds of force. I can hear anybody saying, that's not that much, right? Do you think you can hold an object suddenly moving at 750 pounds of force? Think of it this way. A horse weighs 950 pounds. A piano weighs almost 1,000. If either of these was moving towards you, would you be able to stop them? Do you still think you can hold a baby who, upon impact, is suddenly moving with 750 pounds of force? Sorry to say, even the strongest people can't keep that contained. The beauty is I don't have to just tell you, I can show you. Let's take a look at what it looks like when a child is in an adult's lap unbuckled during a crash. It's noteworthy that this crash is only simulated at 15 miles per hour, and this child weighs less than 5 pounds. Aside from the fact that this is highly dangerous for your child, it also poses a risk to you and anyone else in your vehicle, regardless of whether you are buckled or not. Remember, unbuckled passengers become projectiles in a crash. Do you think you would survive being hit with 750 pounds of force? Probably not. And we know in Wyoming, most people weigh more than 100 pounds, and most people drive faster than 30. So we need to make sure that we understand at any moment how much weight that we can fly through the air with and how big of a risk we are to our passengers. 1 in 4 drivers in Wyoming is either intoxicated or distracted on our roads. Nationally, every 50 minutes someone dies as a result of a drunk driver. That's 27 people a day, and every 2 minutes someone is injured in a drunk driving crash. Further, 2 out of 3 people are affected by a drunk driver in their lifetime. What's worse is that on average, a drunk driver will drive 80 times before they are caught. Wyoming still ranks among the very worst in the nation for drunk driving, meaning we have more drunk drivers per capita than any other state in the country. Nationally, there were 36,120 roadway deaths last year. 147 of those were in Wyoming. Many of them would still be alive today if they had worn their seatbelts. So it's natural to say you and your child's best defense in a crash is your seatbelt. Please don't become another statistic.
This has been Noel Cooper with Injury Prevention Resources, asking for simple things. Wear a seatbelt, pay attention, and drive sober. Think about our lives, and as they say, don't go down that road. Thank you for watching our virtual traffic safety session. There's many more to come.